Thanks for joining us on this edition of National Focus. I am Prisca Julien. Coming up, government responds quickly to assist 20 families affected by Tuesday's fire in Silver Lake community. Road edge failure reported in the Fond Canie area, and Honorable Prime Minister calls on nationals to support locally manufactured goods. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Child abuse is unacceptable. Child abuse is not cultural, it is criminal. And one child abuse is one too many.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Thanks for staying with us. The Roosevelt-Skerrit administration has responded quickly to the victims of Tuesday morning's fire in the Silver Lake community, which left 20 households homeless. The Dominica leader, who visited the community on Tuesday, described the incident as unfortunate, but was thankful that there were no injuries or loss of life. Prime Minister Skerrit announced a number of actions which would be taken to address the short-term, medium-term and long-term needs of the victims.
We'll provide the families with all the needs, clothing. We are putting clothing together. All of the food stuff they require, the government will provide this, and that will be coordinated by the ODM. And the shelters will be coordinated by the ODM with support from the local government commissioner and his team. There are 6 apartments under construction, and instructions have been given for the construction to resume as early as tomorrow morning, Wednesday. A second set of apartments, so a contract will be issued tomorrow to a contractor to commence on where the fire occurred in this where this longhouse was. Another set of apartments will be constructed, and we're hoping that the contractor can be mobilized as early as Thursday this week to commence construction.
The Honorable Prime Minister also indicated that the intention is to limit the duration of time that the fire victims remain in shelters.
For us, it is better that they're in rented accommodation so that they can feel more comfortable, they can have their own independent space and minimize on the psychological damage which would have been caused as a result of seeing the entire life earnings go up in flames. So persons who are listening to me and who would have apartments or homes for rent that the government is prepared to rent from you to provide temporary accommodation to those families.
The Dominica leader also had this message for parents of children who were affected to return to the classroom after the holidays.
Every single child will go to school with all its supplies, books and uniform and school bags and school shoes. We'll provide all of that for the children.
The Office of Disaster Management is coordinating government's response to the disaster. That effort will be led by head of the ODM Fitzroy Pascal and consultant Cecil Shillingford.
Many people thought that you would be wandering around Silver Lake all night last night with nowhere to go. However, we've tried our best to make you as comfortable as possible overnight and provide you with all the comfort that you required, at least for the first night. And we're hoping that we can improve on that as we move forward.
In related news, one day after the fire in Silver Lake, which left 60 homeless, the Roosevelt-Skerrit administration provided the head of each of the 20 households $1,000. The presentations were made by Honorable Minister for Social Services, Lady Catherine Daniel, at a ceremony on Wednesday morning at the Bafa State Community Center.
It's very unfortunate. When I saw you all the night, it was really heart-wrenching. And I really empathize with you all in that situation. But it could have been worse. No lives were lost, because at that time of night, anything could have happened. And so we are here, as we've been here with you all, to show our support and to be with you all every step of the way. It's not just going to be this moment. We are going to be with you all until we give you that level of comfort that you so desire.
At Wednesday's ceremony, Honorable Minister for Youth Affairs Justina Charles confirmed that children affected by Tuesday's fire would be assisted by government to prepare for the return to school in January.
As it relates to the children, I can assure you by today, in fact, I have spoken to the Minister of Education and members of his staff, and we will ensure that these children are ready for school. So before the end of the week, everything will be in place for your children to have all of their supplies to go to school. So all of the contacts have been made. I also want to ask all of you, while you are not in your home environment, to be very careful, more so to the vulnerable among us. We have children among us, we have elderly, we have some who are challenged mentally or otherwise. I want us to make sure that we look out for them, for their protection and their well-being.
Honorable Minister for Housing Reginald Osri also addressed Wednesday's ceremony.
As Minister of Housing, I can reassure you that work will be accelerated on the existing building and will start in quick time for the construction of the other buildings that were promised to the persons of Silver Lake. And this has nothing to do with the fire. It was a commitment that we made. It's a commitment that we're fulfilling. But now that this event has happened, we'll speed up on it, and we can reassure you that in as short a time as possible, you, the resident of Silver Lake, will move back to your community and to continue to do what you have to do for yourselves and your family.
In more news, motorists traveling to the Roseau Valley through Fond Canie were diverted to Wharton Waven Road this morning following the collapse of the roadway near Fond Canie. Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit and Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Roseau Valley constituency, Dr. John Colin McIntyre, visited the site this morning to get a first-hand view. GIS News will bring you more details as it becomes available, but up to news time, that section of the road was closed to vehicular traffic. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Thanks for staying with us. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit has called on nationals to support locally manufactured goods. The Honorable Prime Minister was a guest on state-owned DBS radio on Friday. Honorable Skerrit took the opportunity to encourage citizens to have a spirit of nationalism.
We must inculcate in ourselves through our consumption practices a nationalistic spirit, a spirit of nationalism, by saying that, look, I am going to support local stuff. Not only saying it, but actually doing it. You understand? Why should any of us, I'm not pointing a finger at anybody, I'm including myself in it, be buying water that is not bottled in Dominica, from Dominica water? If we say we are the best water in the world, and which we do, because Dominica is one of the few countries in the world where you can go into a river or a stream and drink water, and you won't get sick. You understand? Why should there be a need to import this bottled water in the first place? But because of trade liberalization, you may not have the opportunity to place a tariff on them. But why should we buy it? Why should we not support the Trois-Pitons, Acier, and the Loubaix water?
The nation's leader noted that one of the challenges Dominica faces is a high import bill. He made it clear that if nationals were to support local, the import bill would be reduced.
You hear people talk about the import bill. Oh, the import bill is high, and even to the point where the leader of opposition wants me to leave Parliament and wants to remove me as Prime Minister because he says the import bill is high. But the United States, they have had a trade deficit for over 30 years. These things, import bills come by our consumption. People are better off now, so they can go to courts and buy a massive furniture, living room set, instead of buying it from Simeon Furniture. You see what I'm saying? That's imported. You see what I'm saying? They rather buy the imported beef when we have small licensed beef. They might go and buy the pork chops rather than buying our local beef with nice little fat in it that when you stew it, it has a nice flavor. You see what I'm saying? So we have to remind ourselves that our country will develop as fast as we want it based on our own contribution to that.
Honorable Scarrett explained that as a result of high import, local jobs are being exported.
When we buy the water that does not produce in Dominica, bottled in Dominica, when we buy the produce which are not manufactured in Dominica, we are exporting our jobs. And the same people who do that will ask Scarrett, where are the jobs? But master, if you keep on buying stuff overseas, you're building wealth for the country in which it came from. You understand? You're building wealth for the country where it came from. And if you're building wealth and you're able to increase the export of that company, what's going to happen? That company is going to increase jobs in their country, and the person who is manufacturing here, who is losing money, and who's running a welfare program, is going to have to release you.
The MV Celebrity Eclipse, operated by Celebrity Cruises, made its inaugural call to Dominica on Sunday, December 25th. Director of Tourism, Colin Piper, officially welcomed the MV Celebrity Eclipse to Dominica on Christmas Day.
We trust that they too will have a wonderful day in Dominica on their excursions. Certainly it's something that we pride ourselves on in terms of providing a different experience than any other island in the Caribbean. Certainly being volcanic in nature as opposed to coral. We mentioned 1,000 shades of green, and that's quite a bit of what you see. We do have beaches as well, and I know that some of them will do that, but there are a lot of waterfalls and rainforest, and most of all, the friendliest people in the Caribbean.
It is not the ship's captain's first time to Dominica, and he was pleased to return with a new ship.
Merry Christmas. It's a special day, and thank you very much for having the honor to be in this beautiful island this special day, and enjoy the day with all of you and with your hospitality. I've been here before, and I'm very confident that you are definitely the best all over Caribbean. And I've been all over the island before, some years ago, with a different ship though. But we are glad to be here, and you couldn't do better than this. The weather is amazing today. So thank you for that, and I'm definitely sure that our guests will enjoy the day in your beautiful island.
To conclude the ceremony, plaques and gift baskets were exchanged. The Celebrity Eclipse has a gross tonnage of 121,788 and has a carrying capacity of 2,850 passengers and 1,000 crew members. A total of 173 cruise calls are projected for the cruise season, bringing over 300,000 visitors to Dominica. The island is expecting 5 more inaugural calls for the 2016-2017 season. That's news. Pherson St. Luce is next with the Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non moi c'est Pherson St. Luce. Premièrement, le gouvernement Dominica a un commitment pour résidents Silver Lake qui bien affecté par des désastres différents. En délégation gouvernement en Prime Minister Canie, Honorable Reginald Ostring, Honorable Catherine Daniel et Honorable Justina Charles, joignent et puis résidents Jodéa, on a présenté chèque pour commencer à assister.
A capacité moins comme ministre pour ça faire case. Moi, je voulais sympathiser avec ces gens-là qui étaient affectés par des faits là hier. C'est un tristesse et pour nous, 20 familles qui ne peuvent pas trouver c'est un gros problème. Et ça nous a dit qu'un gouvernement, nous devons toujours connaître que les conditions cases en Silver Lake ont besoin d'improvement. C'est ça qui fait l'année qui passe, le gouvernement prend une décision pour bâtir case neuf pour les gens qui sont restés en Silver Lake. Et comme ça, peut-être dès l'année qui passe, nous bâtissons un apartment building. Nous dépensons plus de $1 million à ce building. L'année passée, nous commençons l'autre deuxième. Et nous devons promettre à Silver Lake que nous devons bâtir 4 cases. Et ces cases-là, nous brûlées là, nous avons un plan pour nous croiser et puis bâtir un appartement neuf. Mais quand nous disons que nous devons faire un stage, nous devons faire beyond, nous devons faire deux, et après nous devons finir deux là, nous devons faire le troisième et le quatrième.
Si le ministre Austrie, système mis en place.
Mais pour qu'on fait ça la passer, nous devons mettre tout plus vitesse à progrès ça là. Et comme le Premier ministre a dit à mon Silver Lake hier, qu'aujourd'hui même nous déjà mettre un système en place pour nous faire certain que nous commençons à bâtir les autres cases là plus vite que possible. Et nous, tout à présent, nous avons gardé pour contracteur et nous avons un meeting à présent avec ces techniciens là, en ministre là, pour nous réviser design nous déjà mis pour ce début là, pour voir si nous ça servi même ce design ça là. Et pour nous faire certain que nous avons commencé à bâtir ces cases-là vite comme possible. Donc, à des semaines prochaines même, nous voulons commencer. Parce que même si le gouvernement a payé le loyer pour ces gens-là, mais vous ne pas jamais confortable de louer un case qui est en case même. Et là, coutume en sac et ça. Et bien, on est pour déplacer pour aller en sac et en l'autre monde. Vous voulez rentrer en sac et en vite possible. Et nous allons continuer à faire un commitment pour le monde Silver Lake, que le gouvernement qui move plus vite.
En autre nouvelle, le gouvernement dominicain commence à abattoir l'année prochaine. Parole ça la sortie du ministre de l'Agriculture, Honorable Johnson Drago.
Abattoir, ni tout staff qui travaille à présent. Nous employons manager, nous employons spécialistes, pour slaughter, nous avons plusieurs personnes qui travaillent en process là, avec conserve toutes ces vêtements en zone, café travail là, qui supervise en zone, et nous avons produits bah tous ces supermarchés là en réseau, et nous avons aussi vendre produits bah toute l'école gouvernement tout en Dominique, et nous bien contents qui à présent ces enfants qui aller à cette école là, ils ont manger ça ou fresh product parce que toutes ces chicken là ils ont servi à cette école là à présent qui sorti en abattoir. Presque tout chicken l'hôpital qui sorti en abattoir. Chicken infirmerie qui sorti en abattoir. So ça c'est la place qui nous a secure.
En autre nouvelle, membre parlement pour constituency Grand Fond, Honorable Ivor Stevenson, bien plaisir pour faciliter toilettes en constituency là. Gouvernement Dominique pour tuer l'argent pour ces facilités ça là.
Mon cas de premièrement, moi pour complimer Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt pour aider pour ouais qui nous ouais qui tout le monde Dominique qui pani flush toilet qu'à taper un toilette neuf. Dans la constituency nous la Mont John et puis la civique et puis Grand Fond nous j'ai bénéficié de programme ça là. Nous avons une première phase là nous déjà tapé 25 toilettes. Ça a fait déjà et puis moun j'ai commencé pour servir ces toilettes ça là et puis bathroom yo. Non, mois passé, mois novembre, nous tapons l'argent encore pour établir un autre 20 toilettes. Et puis nous commençons des semaines passées.
Et puis finalement, ministre de la Justice, Honorable Rayburn Blackmore, ensemble et puis Speaker du Parlement, Honorable Alex Boyd Knight, t'es un parmi délégués qui attendaient Forum Association Parlement Commonwealth qui prend place en Angleterre. Parole ça là sorti au Speaker du Parlement, Honorable Alex Boyd Knight.
Moi allé à une conférence yo tenu en London pour Jean Parlement. Et puis moi j'étais bien intéressé c'est à ça yo te ka parler compte. Premièrement, yo considéré affaires femmes parce dans Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, yo ni une association pour femmes parlement tout seul. Tenions les moi te président association ça là. Bon, ou ka servi pour 3 l'année. Et puis tenions madame après moi sorti qui là et puis yo teni élection en même meeting ça là mois passé pour trouver un nouveau président pour Commonwealth Women Parliamentarian.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en Creole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est Pherson and Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip on setting realistic personal goals. If you want to succeed, you need to set goals. Without goals, you lack focus and direction. Goal setting not only allows you to take control of your life's direction, it also provides you a benchmark for determining whether you are actually succeeding. Here are some golden rules to setting goals. Set goals which motivate you. If they are important to you, you are more likely to work towards achieving them. Set specific goals. Your goals must be clear and well-defined. Vague or generalized goals are unhelpful because they don't provide sufficient direction. And finally, set attainable goals. Make sure it's possible to achieve the goals you set. If you set a goal that you have no hope of achieving, you will only demoralize yourself and erode your confidence. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GISNewsDominica, and follow our Twitter at GISDominica. You can also catch up on past national newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Prisca Julien. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.